I guess we could clear most of the way down to slime as well. We do have resist corrosion as part of our general outfit here, so that's not too bad. Oh, not floor 90 of slime. Let's go to floor 0, shall we? And we'll take a peek down, see how things are looking, see how things are feeling. I think I will just use this on our broad axe. Max out that son of a gun real quick here. Getting very close to using it. The rest of these enchant weapon we can drop. And do it, maybe, just maybe. We see what we get. Flaming, not what I was looking for. Spectral, also not what I was looking for. Draining. Actually kind of okay. It's on brand for sure. And let's at least partially explore our way down slime here, shall we? Bit of nasty confusion from all of our yellow eyeball friends as our body decomposes from mutations, but hey, at least we don't have to worry about the mutations themselves. And maybe, do I swap back to Amulet of the Four Winds here? Am I ever going to not be confused? You son of a gun. Guess this is the life of coming down here with absolutely no willpower. Nothing to really deal with these buddies. I'm just hoping that I get lucky in my stumbling. Oh, there we go. You sons of guns. Is it worth it? So I would lose. Reflect doesn't really matter. Slay is nice to have, but I guess we don't need it. So let's switch over. Amulet of Four Winds. Give ourselves a little bit of, clarity. Hello, Dissolution. You have Abjuration, which kind of is a pain in the rear. Actually, hold up. You're immune to acid, resistant to poison, and blinding. You are vulnerable to silver, though. That was your mistake. Silver boomerangs. Phantom mirror. And bada boom, bada bing. Nothing we can't handle. Fantastic. And then let's actually try and take our summons in just a smidge here, shall we? Dissolution, could you keep up, buddy? No, I guess you can't, and you're already dead. Cool. You did your best out there, champ. Okay, let's summon in a body for us to work with here. Somebody. And fantastic. Just blitzing our way through all these gosh darn slimes. Much better than originally expected, if I'm being honest, so you love to see it. Let's definitely head up before we get too many of these slimes congealing together into a morass of unstoppable force. In fact, there's still a lot of them down here. Oh, geez Louise. There we go. Already started to split. I don't know if I should go down this stairwell, though. If we have like a Titanic slime to contend with, then it's going to put us in a bit of a rough spot. Oh, it's our only downstairs, unless we start trudging off into the unknown. Oh, look at that. Titanic slime. Yay. But okay, let's get a friend. By condenser rain now, it means that we won't have it for slime, which is potentially fine. Again, maybe we're going to the abyss instead right away here. Alternatively, I guess, phone in a few more friends here. Brother in arms again. Titanic slime slams us as I walk away. That's a lot of damage. Holy moly. Mistakes were made, folks. Well, I have summoning scrolls. I think I'm going to have to use another blinking, unfortunately, which definitely would have preferred not to rely on. But let's summoning scroll real quick. Swap back to our regular boomerangs. Do I dare check out what's beneath this stair. Could be something slightly more manageable, I guess. How much damage do you do, rock slimes? Up to 50? Okay, that's not the end of the world, even if it's not grand. Get some healing in. And... should probably just backpedal this a wee bit. Make sure that we don't do anything too silly. Like 50% chance to bring you to my side, or not. That's cool too. Essentially, though, we brought them down far enough that I can then just blink back up, and that's not actually as safe as I originally intended. Oh, geez. Okay, you're just a regular jelly, though. That's not too bad. So, next to my devastation, yes, indeed. In fact, I'd do it again. We get some kills there, which gives us the health that we need. Oh, don't make it up the stairs, though. That is less grand. Oh, me oh my. This is turning into way nastier of a situation than it had any right to be originally. But such is life when you make silly mistakes, as it were. So let's scroll summoning and get pretty much nothing for our trouble. Last scroll of blinking. Well, here goes nothing. Get more slimes out. Oh, going downstairs seems to be a bit risky. I guess we have to start just kind of throwing out everything. Oh, I also didn't realize we're carrying double box of beasts. Whoopsie daisies. That's a little unnecessary. Let's try to fear and see. Okay, we do get one of the rock slimes at least, so that's nice. You vulnerable to silver, my friend? You are not vulnerable to silver, you son of a gun. Holy moly. Okay, maybe have stabilized here at least, so that's something. Jeez Louise, that spent way more resources than I had any intention to use here in Slime. Whoopsie daisies. Mistakes were made. Fortunately, while looking through stuff, I did remember that we actually have a much better way of killing the royal jelly than most characters here. So we probably will be a little bit better off in that regard once we get to that point. So that makes me a little more tempted, shall we say, to still try to continue our way through slime. Especially, we'll see how our vocables recharge as we continue forward here. Let's make sure we don't go brainless, so we'll have to take out the shining eye before we get hit by too many malmutates. And there we go. Fantastic. So how are we looking? We have condenser veins still. We have box of beasts. I think we might actually be okay then. Let's step our way down here real quick. Use a bit of magic mapping shenanigans. Definitely take care of the brain before they get any ideas. And we'll bring these kiddos upstairs to deal with them. I guess we could explore, see if there's another downstairs, which there is. So that's wonderful. We can open up our realm of possibilities here just a smidge. Okay. And then I definitely want to take a bunch of these new friends on a bit of a wild ride. Minus 12 corrosion. It's less than ideal. Come on, please wear out. Okay, at the very least, I can just take one of you, fine. And there we go. Holy moly. Slime is way scarier than I remembered on melee characters. Potentially it's just this melee character specifically. Regardless, is a bit less than ideal to say the least. But hey, we're gonna make some noise and see if the royal jelly themselves decides to come and play. Speak of the devil. Okay. And it's torment time. Torment, torment, read immolation, and torment once again. Switch over to silver javelins, and that should be the royal jelly taken care of. Well, there you have it, folks. It's that, not necessarily easy, but that quick. I still kind of hate all these rock slimes. And in fact, maybe I should have just ran up the stairs when I had the chance. Maybe I did try and got pushed off. Don't quite remember. Regardless, let's read teleportation. And take me away. Yes, I will go into the cloud of flames, quite willingly, actually, game. You'd be shocked to hear. And there we go. Beautiful. So we can pop over this way real quick. Still have a bit of a crowd to deal with, but if they could, you know, spread themselves out a wee bit over the next few minutes here before we deal with them, that would be lovely. Man, I was definitely hoping to get this Titanic son of a gun off of me. Fear? Fortunately, even though they're mindless, they still feel fear. So that works out. Whereas in the long run here, geez Louise though, this has been rough. I guess one thing we could have and probably should have done over the course of that encounter was fully make use of consumables here. Specifically, we definitely could have brought some haste into the mix to try and make our lives, or make our life a little bit more consistent. Regardless, we'll bring out the condenser vein now to try and just clear the air, and let's see what treasures abound, shall we? See invisible, +9 broad axe of speed. Yes, please. It is noisy, but that's not the end of the world. In fact, that's probably just a worthy trade. Let's drop some of these box of beasts before I forget to do so, instead of just lugging around a bunch of those bad boys. Ooh, the mage maulers. In -3 is kind of a deal breaker, just because it might bring us so low that we go brain dead. But otherwise, we don't use magic, so it'd be pretty sweet to use these. I'll carry them and see if an opportunity makes itself present in the future. Oh, I didn't see you there, my friend. Could go back to that int ring we dropped before. That is true. Could go back to our chainmail for 4 intelligence as well. Chainmail of an ice cave, all lowercase. What the heck? Used to all my artifacts being Pascal case names. That is very strange to me. But okie dokie. Not too bad here, and in fact, if I swap over to this son of a gun now, I'm attacking at 0.6. Probably dealing slightly less damage than unarmed, if I had to guess, but 50 is still pretty solid. Add in the cleave effect with that, and we're looking to be pretty happy camper. Okie dokie. Well, there we have it, folks. Let's get the heck out of here before I get myself killed, shall we? What did I just say, game? We had one job. Jesus. Okay, well, we picked up 1 heal wounds in this treasure trove at least, so that's nice. Go, friends, please. Well, there we go. They're true brothers in arms. They have our back through the thick and thin. A little bit silly to almost die as we're just trying to make our way out of here, but hey, that's all good. It is what it is. I've made stupider mistakes before, and I'm sure I'll make stupider mistakes in the future as well. Don't you worry, don't you doubt. And regardless, we got our third rune, so that's the important bit. And very happy to see it as well. So, up next, I think it's the Abyss. And let's see if we can't find that before we sign off for the day, shall we? At least make our way down this direction. Maybe drop off some stuff. Generally, you don't really find anything in the Abyss. In fact, I don't believe you can. I guess maybe some drops from enemies, if we're so lucky to see it. Let's swap back to our Regen Reflect Slay amulet, though. The noise is interesting as we go into Abyss. I think it's fine. Magic mapping we will not need. Poison probably won't need, but I'll bring it just in case. No real harm. You know what? That's plenty of space, and let's just go ham, shall we? Into the depths we go. Starflower, I'll probably just walk the other direction. After all, we're just looking for gateways down, not needing anything in particular here. So let's just kind of pick a direction at random, and if we hit dead end or enemies we don't want to face, just change direction. No harm, no foul, nothing really to worry about one way or another. Hopefully we get some time to heal here. Doesn't look too bad. Perfect. And I guess for now we'll keep axes as our sole focus until we get up to min delay. In fact, what is min delay on speed? 0.4? 0.4 is pretty solid. So, okie dokie. No leverage this way? That is fine. A bunch of temporary mutations is not ideal, but not the end of the world now that Abyss is rebalanced to give experience again. So glad that that was reverted. I appreciated what they were going for with that change, but unfortunately it made Abyss to be a bit of a painful experience. And not in the usual, oh, it's super challenging, kind of fun pain, but rather just dull and very much trudging through it, slowly but surely. But hey, here we are, gateway leading out of the Abyss. I'll keep searching for just a little bit longer here. No real rush to get out. We're looking pretty solid. I don't even know if this buddy hurts me, because they just torment normally, right? So yeah, I think we're fine against those sons of guns, so that is lovely. Cleave damage doing some work against the star-cursed masses there. I think that's what those enemies are called, right? I get all of my fancy stars mixed up, whether that be wretched stars, star-cursed masses, what are the tentacled ones? Regardless, I cannot keep them straight to save my life. And Balrog punctures the fabric of the universe. Well, that's something if I ever seen it. A star spawn tentacle, or tentacled star spawn. Of course. Oh, and Dave's. Can't forget Dave's for sure. Oh, Dave, you son of a gun. But okay, give me a gate. Heading down. Something invisible there. No idea what. I think it's dead now. Honestly, wasn't really paying attention. Gateway leading out. You know, let's reset. That was bad mojo in that abyss rather. Ah, there we go. See, I told you. I knew it. Sometimes you just feel it in your bones with these with this abyss RNG. Definitely couldn't possibly be confirmation bias. Science never lies. especially exceptionally biased science. Yeah. But okie dokie, at least made our way into Abyss 2, still hoping for one more journey downwards, and, you know, if we could get it sooner rather than later, that would definitely be ideal. Try to wrap up 4 runes before we have to finish for the day seems like a pretty solid goal in my books. So we'll see if we can't get that done, shall we? Oh, again, something invisible. It's kind of terrifying when you have no idea what it could possibly be. It's like your stats teacher always said, correlation equals causation. 100%. 60% of the time, causation equals correlation 100% of the time. Okay, and we have another gateway leading out, so we could reset once again if we so desire. Maybe we'll finish off these last few encounters. Ooh, getting our axes up. Wonderful. So throwing, I think, makes us the chucker. Troglodyte the chucker. It's a bit odd. Maybe we go with fighting as our top skill. I'm trying to think, what is the fighting title? Again, we've been talking so much about titles these days that you'd think I'd have a bit of a better grasp as to what all is available there, but still grasping at straws for the most part. I think we will train some more fighting. Why the heck not? Let's bring it up to 22. Evocations can also come back into the mix, and throwing as well. I guess throwing is more likely to be our first to 27. But that is fine. We'll bring it to 22. It's at a slightly lower aptitude, so fighting should hit that first. And we'll see how that goes. And in fact, what I might do here, let's head back for this this gate, shall we? Okay, never mind. We will engage in glorious combat first. Then we will head back for this hereby gate. Please and thank you. Could take some friends up, but let's not worry about it. Let's pass up, heal up. And then I'm actually going to take just the slightest break here. Run out for a refill for my drink here. And then we'll see if we can't get that Abyss Rune before we finish up. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just under a minute. Okie dokie. We'll just pour this bad boy in, and then we will finish off our current ventures here. See how it goes. Hey, VODs, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And without further ado, let's just head right back in. Hopefully finding ourselves a gateway down. Okay, well there we go. Turns out the key is just to reset anytime you see a portal leading out. Well, that works beautifully. And now we can just kind of freely explore around until we get the notice that the rune is nearby. That is a very convenient change that was made in 0.29. Definitely is nice not having to be quite as careful and on the lookout for where the rune is going to be housed. Oh gosh. I guess this is where the fact that we're using a noisy weapon potentially is starting to play into the events that are unfolding a little bit, just a smidge. But if I can kill you, And I'll take some magic mapping for the future, don't mind if I do. And then hopefully we can murder through all these kiddos quickly enough to get some healing in, please. just a wee bit of healing. It's like it's been a good start. Not too bad. We definitely had some close calls today. Made some very, very poor decisions in slime specifically that I'm not so proud of, to say the least. But it is what it is, and we're still alive, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And actually, yeah, let's tuck ourselves into a nice little healing corner here, shall we? No thank you. Do not want any well-wishers. Friends. I guess friends isn't part of the list, because what about very old friends is specifically... Ooh. A refusion of the list. Reference that only makes sense to people who know it, but I guess that's a fairly popular reference at the end of the day. Most people have seen The Lord of the Rings, of course, but okie dokie. Let's, now we're fully healed up and feeling better, feeling lighter on our feet. Let's continue through the abyss, and please, oh please, can we find ourselves the rune? And in fact, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Get me out of here, coach. Take me back in. Oh wait, actually, let's drop off the magic mapping before we do so. Take me back in, coach. No rune immediately. I was hoping just with the sheer number of additional squares that we're uncovering on a new entrance that we would make some headway into finding our abyssal rune, but that is all fine and dandy. We'll get there eventually, folks. Just have to make our way through slowly but surely. And there you can see we've lost 5 decks to all the Malmutakes that have been coming our way. That's why it was so important for us to get either some attribute points in intelligence, or as we did on this run, lucky enough to find some artifacts that just had intelligence built in, because we would already be 2 points below 0 on intelligence if those rolls had gone slightly differently.